And the last team we're going to talk about is the biggest reason.
That's a low bar because I think it's pretty close. But go ahead.
What? What was that?
I already think it's going to be very close, but if you think it's going to be even closer than very close, then yeah.
Yeah. So, and the biggest reason why is the next team we're going to talk about, the last team in the AFC North.
Kitty goes meow. Tom Garfield reference.
Oh, okay. The Cincinnati Bengals last season finished with a 9-win season, and they still finished with the 4th best record in that entire division. Shocker. Amazingly enough. Key losses for Cincinnati. Again, not a ton of big losses. They did lose Tyler Boyd. So
that one hurts a little bit.
That one hurts a little bit, but at the same point, by how much? They did trade away Joe Mixon. DJ Reader's gone. But in their replacements, they brought in Zach Moss, Sheldon Rankins, Geno Stone from the Ravens, Von Bell in a reunion from Carolina. They also brought in Trent Brown to play right tackle. That's massive. And then, on a subtle note, they did bring in Mike Gesicki from the Patriots. So because that man is a giant.
Honestly, though,
I'm amazed.
On paper. Obviously, well, not just on paper, losing Joe Mixon is a big deal, especially when when it's a downgrade when you compare Zach Moss to Joe Mixon.
Yes.
But Zach Moss is one of the most underrated running backs in the NFL. He is one of those guys where he did what I think Sony Michel did for the Rams during the Super Bowl year. Again, I'm name jumping the Rams, but that's just how my brain works. Darrell Henderson was running back 1 for the time being, and then his performance wasn't the greatest right out of the gate, so they had Sony Michel kind of take over as the lead running back, and he held it down for them. He really did. And Henderson did get better, but yeah. My point is that's the type of running back that Zach Moss can be. Where when the Colts were without Jonathan Taylor, Zach Moss came in and he was the guy, and he held it down for them in the run game. He still made them a threat in the run game. And I think now that he has a starting job too with the Bengals, I would keep my eyes out for that too. That can be pretty dangerous.
I remember Andrew Luck's last season when they had Marlon Mack, Zach Moss, and Nyheim Hines in that backfield.
What a weird, dumb backfield.
It was such a weirdly good backfield too. It really was. And then they proceed to draft Jonathan Taylor. And I was like, ooh, they got better. Ooh, toys. I think this division goes in 1 to 4. Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers.
Yeah, that's basically my prediction.
That's what I think. That's
kind of how I feel.
I think 2 teams make the playoffs in this division.
I think 3.
You got 3.
I think if the Browns play well enough, all 3.
Yeah, I'm not against that at all.
Other divisions notwithstanding, I think if the Browns play well enough, they can push for a playoff spot too.
I agree with you on that part. Again, live and die by Deshaun Watson at this point.
Yeah.